Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, Capricorn. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've picked up my message either on Instagram or on YouTube, apologising for the lateness of this read. It's been a hell of a week, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but here I am. It's Saturday night, this is the last reading, and boy, what a reading actually. But yeah, thank you for your patience and support. It's always appreciated, and also for spending time. I always appreciate you spending time with me. So anyway, this was quite a long shuffle, and this is why I don't do my shuffling on while the camera's rolling, because it takes forever. And not only does it take forever, you know, this hello cat. Yeah, you can join in if you want. Just come and sit on my lap. Sorry, excuse the cat, Capricorn. Hello, gorgeous. Yeah, it took for absolute ever, and I tell you what, if the camera was rolling, it would have been as dull as dishwater. So anyway, it's quite a read. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the underlying energy of the read, which is the Six of Pentacles. It's a beautiful card. I won't go in too far, as it distorts sometimes, I've been told. So yeah, it's a really beautiful card. It's a reciprocal card. It's a card, it's a balance. It's give and take, you know, in both directions. And what could be more beautiful than give and take? You know, there's a meeting there, isn't there? A meeting in the middle, which is really lovely. So that's going to be probably, well, not probably, it is, it's there. It's the underlying energy of the read. So, do you know, just before I continue, I'm putting this card down. I can see that we've got the Death card under there, and I'm mentioning this for a reason, so watch that space. I'm just going to cross the Six of Pentacles over it so I don't forget to come back to it. Right, so in the departing energy, Capricorn, we've got the Two of Pentacles. Now, that's another card of balance, but this is a card of trying to seek balance. So it seems like you've been in a bit of an umming and ahhing situation, whether it be with yourself or others. The person in this card, excuse me, I've done that many reads, my throat's really dry. The person in this card, if you look at it, I can't see, I'll go a little bit closer. Obviously you can see there's, it's not balanced, the card is, but what she's doing is trying to balance out these things in her hands, these pentacles. If you look at her as well, it looks like the bottom half of her is the back of her. And obviously she's done a 360 and she's twisted around. So she's doing whatever she can. She's going to any length she can to actually find balance. So you've had a bit of a moment of a bit of a wobble perhaps in September. This is telling me. So yeah. Energy departing is you trying to seek balance. So let's just move on, because that everything will come together and make more sense. We've got the Two of Wands. Two cards came out on the present position, the energy coming in for you. We've got the Two of Wands first, and also Judgment came out. But let's start with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, as you can see, she's waiting for something. You know, she's waiting. It, to me, because of the rest of this read, I feel that you're waiting for answers. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for something to change, perhaps. You know, but, you know, the person in this card here has everything. They've got their two wands. There's a globe at their foot, the world at their feet. You know, think about it. The world is at their feet, and they've got their map in hand, and there's also a camper van there as well. So there's nothing that can't be achieved, yet you're waiting. You're waiting for something. There's something that's, you're not fulfilled. So that waiting, let me bring in Judgment, because Judgment is self-realization. So I'm thinking you've got the Balance card here on its way out. You've got the waiting of something in the Two of Wands, and then you've got self-realization. I think that whatever it is you're waiting for is from yourself. It's an internal thing. It's perhaps an understanding. The Judgment card speaks of a spiritual awakening. It's knowing your heart to be true. It's about you. It's the unveiling of spirit. So I think whatever balance you're trying to reach here, whatever answer you're waiting for, it's in you, Capricorn. It's within. And you can do it. This is the unveiling of spirit, and the card came out. And it's on top of the questions that you're asking here. So it's on the way. You can reach within and get the answers you're looking for. You know, it's a wonderful card. If you look at her, she's releasing. She's releasing everything she doesn't need. She's releasing judgment. That release of judgment. Judgment normally, you know, and we've all done it and we all do it, you know. We try not to, but often we go, and you do make a judgment. And I would say those judgments normally reflect more on ourselves than we do on others. So, you know, the releasement, is that a word? The release of judgment here is absolutely liberating. You can see the silhouette of this woman absolutely launching herself upwards and just letting it all go. All you need is within you. That is coming from within her, that release and that liberation. So whatever it is you're looking for is within you. You've got it. It's in your grasps, Capricorn. So although a bit of a wobble, you're wobbly here, you know, it's all there. It's, you know, the judgment came out on top of these cards saying you've got it. You can do it. All you have to do is dig deep and you can do it. Your challenge position, Capricorn, wowed me. It's the Tower. And so being in the challenge position, I would say this is saying strip away what you don't know, what you have been carrying in you that doesn't serve you. This is a bolt of lightning striking a tree. Lightning striking a tree creates fire. Fire will burn that tree down, and it will end up in ashes. So you know you've got your ashes on the ground, and that's all that's left. And that's what you want to do with your old beliefs. You want to bring in new paradigms into your life. You know, from the ashes is where the phoenix rises. So rebirth, reborn, launch yourself back into the world with a clean slate, with new hope and new creations, and create something beautiful for yourself, because whatever it is you're trying to balance out here is obviously not serving you. So release it. Judgment is saying release it and start anew, start all over again. And that's in your challenge position. This is a wicked card to have in the challenge position, I think. And I think the judgment being there makes the Tower moment a tad easier, because you've got the liberation to take you forward with a clear slate, with a clean sheet of paper. Just wonderful, just really wonderful, Capricorn. Now, advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit, you've got the Two of Swords. You've got two cards again that flipped out. Let's start with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, you've got a person here who's fighting with two ravens. They're bound, as you can see, they're blindfolded, they're bound. The ravens are trying to help them take the blindfold off and take their binds off them. However, they're flicking it. You can see, it seems, where actually it looks like she's shooing them away, doesn't it? As if she doesn't want to see clearly, as if she doesn't want to, you know. I would say what you're going through here is it's not quite difficult. It is difficult, my lovely Capricorns. It's really difficult, because internal work is never easy, and there's always a shadow. We need to go to the shadow sides. That's where we learn our lessons. The shadows are our teachers, and the ravens are trying to take your blindfold off in order for you to see clearly. Spirit is saying the Six of Cups, Capricorns. Capris, it's saying perhaps take a trip down memory lane. If you can see the card, I don't know if you can see it clearly. You've got boy to man. You've got puppy to dog. You've got all the stepping stones in between. This is a memory lane. This is a reminiscence. This is Spirit asking you to absolutely look at how far you've come, how well you've done. And you've got loyalty by your side there, with your dog still there. Boy to man, puppy to dog. This is your growth. Go take a trip down memory lane and look at how far you come, how well you've done, what you've accomplished. Your accomplishments are so important. So all this imbalance that you're experiencing at the moment, try and sort it out with a trip down memory lane. And you know, let those ravens help you. Let the spirit guides release your blindfold in order for you to see clearly, and to help you, once that blindfold is off, take a trip down memory lane and start from when you were a young person, from when you were a boy, a girl, and go through the stepping stones that you've taken along the way, and you will see exactly how far you've come and how well you've done. So really lovely advice from Spirit, Capricorn. Now what we've got, this is a really meaty read, is what I'm going to say. We got 3 cards that jumped out for your outcome position. Let's pick them all up. We have got the 9 of Swords, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords. So let's take these 2 away and start with the 9 of Swords, which is the first one that came out. As you can see, she's got her head buried in her lap. It's a card of insomnia, of worry, of not doing very well at all. And she's got all her spirit. This is Spirit on top of her. These are the ravens, and they're making a hell of a racket. You put a load of ravens together, and they can caw you out of anything. They really are. They're like what they call. They're like klaxons. Nobody misses a klaxon. And if you do take your head out of your hands and look up, your ravens are calling you to see the light, to see the white dove, to see that ray of hope. If you can't find it, once you've been down your memory lane, if you can't see that, they're calling you to look into the light and let the light ignite your bones, ignite your hope to take you forward. The next card you've got on top of that was the Moon. The moon, if you can see, this woman is underwater here, and water signifies the subconscious. So there is something subconsciously that you're not acknowledging that's preventing you from moving forward. You've got the 2 wolves here baying at the moon. They are baying, they are making noise. They want you to rise to the surface. Bathe in the light of the moon and let the moon light whatever it is you're struggling with, whatever thoughts, whatever internal conflicts, and and to shed some light, as the saying goes. So yeah, you've got 2 cards saying, wake up, look at the light, come to the surface, let the light ignite your hope. And then just to top it off, Capricorn, I can't tell you how pleased I was to see this card. You've got the Queen of Swords, and she's on a life raft. And considering the read you've just had, I think that's really poignant. She's on a life raft, and let's just check her status here again, Capricorn. She's a queen. You are a queen. Don't forget that. This queen is on her life raft with her sword of truth. And that's exactly what you're seeking here. Let go of the judgment, liberate yourself from what is inaccurate, and launch yourself into truth. Absolutely. And that tower moment is going to help you do it with a clean slate. The life raft is there for you. Take it, Capricorn. Move forward with your truth and your proof. You know you can do it, and you know you've got the strength to do it. Take your trip down memory lane. It's there for you, and it's there to alert you to the fact that you have done extremely, extremely well. So, wow, Capricorn. Yeah, it's a wobbly month. I'm not, you know, I can't sugarcoat it. It's a wobbly month, but you know what? There's a lot of great magic in there as well. And you've got to tap into the magic, into those light moments. Because also behind the reciprocal energy of this read, we've got the Death card. So not only do we have the Tower moment, which is also a death of some sorts in your read, we've got the Death card, and with death comes rebirth. And that's your clean slate. If you look through the red shroud here, there's a lush abundance of trees there with a beautiful spark of light behind them. And that's what's waiting for you, Capricorn. So you grab your new sheet of paper, you grab your clean slate, and you make your life, you make your reality what you want it to be. It's yours for the taking. It's absolutely stunning. Albeit wobbly, it's a good read. And you know, you've got all the ingredients there to turn it around. You know, so, and what more can you ask for? We've all got our ups and downs, our peaks and troughs. But, you know, there is magic there. So, you know, get your wand out and start with the abracadabra. Let's see if we can't get some juices flowing here. That was quick. The Council. Okay. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. You know, whatever you're going through, whatever this blip is, whatever this wobble is, seek counsel. You know, call upon your loved ones, call upon your tribe, call upon, you know, your friends, your families, the people you trust, your clan, your community. You know, it's so hard to ask for help, isn't it? But, you know, pick up that phone and you will be surprised. People, and I struggle with asking for help too. So, you know, I need to practice what I preach to, but I do find when I do ask for help, people are just wonderful. And you know who you can trust. You know who you can trust, Capricorn. So yes, counsel. Don't do it alone. You don't have to. Right, let's pull the check. Let's see if we can't just round this off, and let's see what the Animal Oracle has for you, Capricorn, to take you into October 2020. Yeah, really interesting read. Obviously, loads and loads going on there, and you know, I have no doubt that I have only just scratched the surface. There you go. We've got our Animal Oracle, but you can do it, Capris. Come on. Let Spirit be your guide. Absolutely, Capricorn. Let Spirit take your blindfold off and guide you forward. You got the Hawk Spirit, really strong, robust. Look at them standing there majestically as you are, the Queen of Swords with your sword of truth, majestic. Spirit's on your side. Go inside, ask them, have a chat, have a conversation. They will always help. They will always give you an answer. Right, my beautiful Capricorns. Right, just thank you very much for tuning in. And again, apologies for the lateness. And I hope you have a wonderful month. If you did enjoy the read, please like, share and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna say those lovely words. Please be kind to yourself and each other. Yeah. Soul nourishment is much needed, and you can do it, and you've got it. Toodle pip, and I'll see you next week if you tune in for the energy reads. All right, lots of love.